So I was explaining to a client the other day that our homes are probably 10 times more toxic than the outdoor environment.
For sure.
Things like paraffin wax candles.
Yep.
You know, it's burning in your home. Those cool, great smelling, warm fragrances are sending that black soot up into your ventilation.
And into your lungs.
And into your lungs. In fact, if you look at your actual home, along the doorways, you'll sometimes see black lines.
Yeah.
Or behind electronics that are mounted to the wall, you'll see black soot lines. That's the
Lampshades.
vent sucking that stuff in. There are a lot of things that can actually hurt us, tons of things that can hurt us, but I would rather us start with the small things.
Okay.
As an alternative to these conventional wax candles, what would you have us to try instead to make our home smell better?
Well, Ron, I had to break up with my favorite candle shop because when you know better, sometimes you do better and sometimes you're forced. So, okay, I decided to break down. Making the story short, soy, coconut, beeswax, those are better alternatives to the traditional smell good paraffin wax full of all sorts of neurotoxins inside of them.
So they will be a little bit pricier, but it's worth it in the long run.
Maybe, because I found another store that carries, some of the better candles that come from larger stores. Okay, Home Goods. I went into Home Goods. And so Home Goods has them. So not terribly expensive, but alternatives.
So I'm looking for soy,
beeswax, or coconut wax.
Coconut. There you go, you guys. Those are your new options for the conventional candles to make your home smell good. I got into a crazy debate with someone online. It was a trainer.
Okay.
And he was preaching the whole no days off thing, which I cringe at, because no days off commonly sounds like no days off from being active. If you mean no days off by way of keeping your mindset on health and wellness, I get it. But if you physically mean no days off, terrible idea.
Terrible.
Yoga of a tantric sort is still going to be active. Meditative yoga, a little different. How many days did you work out, or did you work out this week?
I do 5.
5
days a week.
How many days do you rest?
Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Don't even ask me.
So your muscles are completely healed by Saturday or so.
I sure hope so.
But what else, explain to them, is still healing, repairing itself?
We have to go to sleep.
Nightly.
Every night.
Every night.
That's my vice. I get in the bed and we fight that impulse to grab the phone and say, okay, I'm just going to look at this email. Okay, girl, she just sent me another reel. And so for me, it's the sleeping. I need minimum 6+ hours.
Okay.
And I've been finding myself.
And it's funny because even beyond just closing your eyes and getting sleep, there's a process happening while your eyes are asleep.
A whole bunch of
Your
work.
nervous system is doing something right now. It's at work. What kind of work is the nervous system doing?
All right, so we're filing away memory, we're growing muscles, we're doing all sorts of things. We're dreaming, we're calming down the day. We also have the resting and digesting phase of the nervous system. We have the sympathetic nervous system and we have the parasympathetic nervous system.
Keyword there.
And I know you know.
Keyword there. That nervous system.
So
all day, all week long, in fact, your body was taking in different sensory.
Yeah.
And now that central nervous system is trying to really rest for a moment.
Yeah.
It was being called upon. In fact, we commonly know it as the fight, flight, or fright response. That's been activated all throughout your week. And it's going to take some just chilling and not setting that off to really rest and repair. We'll be here all day debating, like I was debating him online.
So this fresh air, it's incredible, isn't it? But one of the things that really gets me, on a nice walk, and then there's a stream of smoke that just right in the face.
Cringy. And it's wild because whenever I smell that, I just cringe the whole time and frown up. But then I picture what they're probably smoking. Tobacco, marijuana. Yeah, these are naturally occurring things, but the way you're ingesting it, fire hot smoke into your upper respiratory system is just a bad idea. Yeah. Right? We know Celia, interest.
He knows what cilia means.
Let's teach the world. Interesting enough, different cells throughout our body all have these flag-like little wavers. Respiratory system as an example. it's waving, it's beating in the proper direction, which is towards your mouth. So all the pollen, toxins, the smoke is being sent through and towards your mouth. So you can ultimately and get it out of you, right? That fire hot smoke, that hookah, that cigarette is charring that. So they can't really move as well, correct?
Preach.
So the more you're sucking that hot smoke down, the more you're charring that system that's supposed to be sending junk out and towards the exiting of your body.
It's cool. It looks good for the gram. But what are you actually doing?
That hook and smoking a cigarette.
Look at
I'm
that.
not against those who want to use marijuana for whatever odd reason. THC, cannabinoids have their place. But how you get that into your system is the issue.
Yeah.
And smoking a fire hot blunt, understand the cost benefit analysis.
Firing any item and ingesting it. It's the fire plus the item, whatever it is. Just, it's science. It is what it is.
Don't ruin your respiratory system with sucking down hot smoke, hot steam. It's still naturally hot in your airways. I'm BigRonJones and Dr. Sheila with practical advice for your real world goals. Be sure to subscribe to BigRonJones on YouTube for some of our full Walk and Talk series episodes.